Supercut series. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Chris James McAvoy here, and but a cartoon also, and I'm hosting the special edition. It's known as, what's it called again? Fucking hell! I'm supposed to have my fucking notes here in front of me. It's called the Supercut series, and this is the best of the NEAS monthly. So tune in, check it out, and tune in for it right now. Here it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Craft Corner. I am host, and obviously, as you guys are aware, touring stand-up comedian Darryl Craft. I am joined today by a minister, a doctor. You have doctor in your name, so a doctor of some kind.
PhD,
and he is he's the reason why I really want to have him on is because he sort of infamously said a few controversial things on his stream.
remember when it was a shame to be a lesbian? You wouldn't have shown your face. Rightly so.
And that's what I'm all about, pushing the boundaries and being edgy and sort of pushing the boundaries of free speech. And I do that as a stand-up comedy. And so it is Shane Vaughn is here. Hi, Shane. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. Thank you for having me today.
And you love Toto, right? The band Toto?
Yeah.
Or is it the
Toto's got the spirit that I love.
The character or the band?
The character.
The little puppy Toto, because he pulled back the curtain of lies.
Yeah, I like the band. Shane, you, of course, on your, I guess you do a show of some kind, and by the way, do you like stand-up comedy? Are you a stand-up comedy fan?
Well, I do love stand-up comedy, but I'm my own comedian. I keep myself laughing.
That's a great way to do it, but who are some of your favorite stand-ups that aren't you?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really listen. I don't really have one, to be honest with you.
That's a good way to be. Lots of talking, not a lot of listening, and that's the way I am as well. That's the way stand-up comedians are, so it's interesting that you say that, and I always found that pastors and ministers are very much like stand-up comedians. Of course, there was one famous guy, he died in a car wreck back in the day, but he was famously a minister and as well as a stand-up comedian. He was a big guy. Big guy, yelled a lot. But now you had the comment, you said in this day and age.
I love Medea. Does that help?
I don't know what that is, but
Medea.
You had a comment on your show where you said that back before, lesbians would have been basically like lepers, and they would have had to hide themselves away. And I thought, wow, what a cool and edgy thing to say.
Cool guy club.
Like, it's sort of like something that I would say, sort of like trying to like freak people out. And I thought, wow, what a cool guy. And I thought, hey, maybe I could impress him with some of my edgy material. So listen to this one. Jesus Christ, you know Jesus Christ of Nazareth, he had an 8-inch uncut cock, a big, juicy, meaty cock. And he used to use it to, he was bisexual, and he fucked both men, girls and boys, and did 69s with them, and was always all about sucking and fucking. Right? Is that funny?
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Where are you going? Don't leave the call. It's about free.
Sir, I don't speak that. I don't speak that.
But I was doing the thing that you do, which is like pushing the boundaries.
I told the truth.
I just told the truth too. Jesus had a big meaty cock. He had a big meaty uncut
made up
cock.
a lie.
Sorry if you can't.
Show me the proof.
Sorry if you can't.
Show me the proof.
You want to see a picture of Jesus' dick? You want to see a picture of Jesus' cock?
No, I don't. Thank you very much.
It's an uncut.
Show me the truth.
It's uncut and it's meaty as hell, my friend. It's juicy.
Show me the truth, sir.
It's juicy.
You're making up your own lies.
Are you
Show
leaving or not, Shane? Are you going to stick around for the interview or not? Because I got more material.
Sir.
Yeah.
I will dialogue any day in a respectful dialogue, but I'm not going to sit here and play this game with you.
It's not
If
a
you
game.
would like to
You think
discuss our
stand-up comedy
opinions,
is a game?
I'll be happy to.
You said the thing about lesbians, and I said
Sure.
the thing about Jesus Christ having a big, meaty, uncut cock and getting it sucked by men and women. What's the difference?
It's a huge difference. I can prove mine. You can't. So there you go.
Jesus Christ was into piss play.
Was into what?
Piss play. Your water sports. He was into piss play. He liked to get pissed on. Is that edgy? Jesus had an uncut, meaty, juicy cock, and it was 8 inches long. And if you don't want to accept that, then I really can't help you.
Got you. And you definitely can't be helped, my friend, but that's okay. I appreciate the time. Have a good day.
Bye.
Hey everyone, Richard Streets here. On the streets, we're here in an undisclosed city. Can you see the stadium in the back? Yeah. Okay, let's cut it. Hey everyone, Richard Street here, out on the streets in an undisclosed city. We're looking to talk to people today about free speech and how it's not free anymore, and censorship and how it's affecting everyone's lives and making life basically unlivable. So let's go ahead and let's go check it out. I hope the wind isn't an issue. When was the last time that censorship affected your life and made it so you weren't free?
Never. I don't know. I think of it.
Never. What about you?
Never. I can't recall.
Never, ever. Okay, these aren't the right people to talk to. Thank you so much. Have a good day. That's not, yeah, we will. That's not the right people to talk to. Never, they said. Huh, okay. That's interesting. Would you want to answer a question about free speech? You don't want to? Okay. Ma'am, would you like to answer a question about free speech? No, she nodded. She shook her head no. Did not even want to say no, because that itself is speech. And that itself is... And she just gave me a really dirty look. She just gave me a really dirty look. Like, disgusted with me. It's almost like they see us over here and they don't want to walk, because there's people who are sitting there and they seem to be, they're having a conversation right now. Is there any other routes? Is there a different way that we could potentially walk? He's lying. He's lying about being on the phone. He's not on the phone. He's not on the phone. It's a fucking lie. It's definitely a lie. So when was the last time that you feel like censorship affected your ability to be free and made your life worse and less free?
I don't remember a time.
Like, so free speech wise.
Yeah. I think I have a lot of free speech.
Sorry?
I have a lot of free speech.
But on television and stuff, do you notice that there is censorship and things like that?
I think some self-censorship.
Nah, this isn't the right interview. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. No problem.
Looking for some answer that you want to get, I guess, right?
Well, maybe, or just a good one, just a good answer, I guess. Just a good answer. No, I guess just a good answer we're looking for. He's yelling at me now. Don't know why he's yelling at me. Now he's talking to another person about me. He's talking to another person about me, and they're laughing. Hey, how about you to the dog or whatever? Or whatever, man. I don't even know. You want to answer a question about free speech? So, thank you so much. When was the last time that censorship affected your ability to be free and made your life less enjoyable?
It's been a while, and I have instances in which it has worked in my favor and against my favor.
Okay, so no, we don't want to hear about the ones where it worked in your favor. So, censorship is happening, and it's free speech is not happening. And you're out here. Okay. Oh, hi.
Is it okay if you just go on the other side, please?
All right, everyone. Well, there you have it. Censorship is definitely at the forefront of everyone's mind, and they've had enough of it. Reporting live, that fucking train's going by. Reporting live from undisclosed city in North America. I am Roger Street, NEAS. Just wait for the train to go by. Another one's coming. Just a heads up here. And Warren, are you, we have our producer that's on the call that I'm sure you can see there. Just give me 1 second here. I just need to change something around. So we're just having like a little bit of, like some technical issues in the sense that he's not able to hear me at the moment, or he's not able to hear us. So he's working from home right now. Wern,
Okay, so yeah, he's not able to hear us, so we're gonna ignore him. We'll edit his portion of it out on the final product, obviously, but shouldn't be a problem. I'll be honest with you, he's an associate producer, and people on the show are well aware of his escapades, and he's had some issues, and we have him working from home now, but now we have these sort of problems with the connection and everything, but we'll just ignore him and it should be fine. All right, ready?
Sure.
Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Candidates Canal. I am your host, Cameron Hardwire. Here we talk about how exciting it is to just be a candidate, and we don't focus on winning or losing. It's just how wonderful it is to be a candidate and how difficult it can be. And today we are joined by a gentleman who, I'll be honest, if Warren could hear me right now, I would give him a bit of a dressing down because there was a little bit of a miscommunication. This is, I was under the impression it was the evangelical Jim Baker. Well, I'm glad he's got a good sense of humor about it, because makes me feel kind of stupid and makes me look like a bit of an idiot, but it's a common name, obviously. This is Jim Baker. He's running for a congressional seat. Jim, how are you today?
I'm just fine. And by the way, that Jim Baker has 2 K's in his name. He's Dutch.
Oh, he's Dutch.
Yeah, my
Dutch. Fucking shit.
That's why there's a difference.
Warren, hang on, sorry. Warren, you're not muted.
God damn it.
You're not muted, Warren, and we can hear you. So if you're going, he can't hear us and we can hear him. So that's
I don't know when this is going to start. So.
We're already going here, Warren. He's walking somewhere now. So I don't love this. The movement is kind of distracting. Jim, we'll try to just ignore him altogether and just do the interview as best as we can. I wish he would just get sitting still somewhere, please, Warren. So Jim, what is it that why is it that you decided to run for office?
Well,
hang on a sec. Is he in the bathroom? Is he in the bathroom right now? Warren, let me try to type something to him. Because this is beyond the pale. Warren, are you kidding me right now, man? We have somebody on the line, Warren. Is this a joke? I genuinely apologize so much, Mr. Baker. This is with this Zoom from home stuff. It happens like this sometimes, but this is genuinely humiliating for me. And I'm really, really sorry that you have to experience this. What is it that... How is he still going?
I love your background. You know, I'm a child of the 70s.
Child of the 70s? That's surprising. I would have guessed the 40s or 50s, but that's just me.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's no toilet paper in here?
Okay, we're gonna end. I'm gonna talk to
Janice!
Jim, I'm gonna end the call, okay, Jim? So
no, I just took a big shit.
I'm sorry, Jim. I apologize. So anyways, thanks so much for the interview. Say hi to your wife, Tammy Lynn, for me.
Please bring it down. Please bring it down. I have an interview.
Run, you fucking idiot!
I got a
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I got a caller waiting to get in here. He wanted to elaborate a little bit on some of what you're talking about. If you'd like to have him come in.
Yeah, sure. Bring the caller in. If it's, we'll see how it goes.
Sure thing. Steve, your mic is open.
Oh, hello. Can you guys all hear me?
Can you hear me now? Bye.
Okay, glad to hear it. Mike, I'm a fellow. I'm also an LEO. I'm a law enforcement officer. Did you say did somebody say you're a corrections officer? Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so not necessarily in the same regard, not a law enforcement officer in the way that I am out on the street, but still in some regard you are law enforcement, yeah?
Correct.
That's great. So I'm just confused, I suppose, then, because you obviously understand we are the ultimate essential service. And so I just wonder to myself why you would, I get it. Oh, I don't want to take the vaccine, but you're taking yourself out of the line of fire now. And as a law enforcement officer, I see that as pure cowardice. And I'd love you to answer for that, sir.
Well, with that.
See, listen to you. You sound like a perp right now, who's caught in the hot seat because you can tell that I'm correct here. That you're being a coward because you're too scared to be doing your job anymore, and now you're using the excuse.
Well, I'm not scared to do my job. They're the ones that sent me home.
Do your job then. It's basically an essential service. You're embarrassing us. People like you embarrass us.
I gotta jump in. I gotta jump in on here and ask.
Who's got to jump in? You got your friend jumping in here? Who's got to jump in?
Hold on. Don't start getting everybody all up on edge. Now we're pretty chill here.
No, I'm getting people up on edge. Okay, that's how you end up getting arrested, talking to a police officer like that.
Well, I'm not under interrogation here. In fact, I think I got the floor.
On me now as a group.
I want to ask a question. I want to interject on my own radio show.
I would never leave my post because I'm not a coward. That's all I'm saying, Mr. Miller. What militia are you a part of, Mr. Miller?
Wait, I want to know how somebody construes this gentleman to be a coward because he wants to make a medical choice for himself. Because that was my take on it. It's about personal choice. So why is it cowardly to face the disease with your own immune system? I'm kind of
one thing I'd like to share too is that I think to just fall in line and do whatever the government tells you or whatever the man tells you to do is, in my respect, maybe a little bit cowardly, but I don't want to, go that far. But that it takes a lot to stand up.
It's your job, Big Papa. It's your job to do it. Protect and serve.
Is that how you talk to people on the street?
Hey,
jeez.
Listen, sir.
You have to stand up for what is right and wrong.
I understand. You're a prison guard, which is not the same as a real law enforcement officer.
Oh, that's clearly not a cop there to be so insulting to a fellow member of the Brotherhood. Well.
All right. So listen, I'm just gonna go ahead and thank you for calling in, but I think you're kind of being a little insulting and you're attacking the gentleman.
Big beard popping in. Santa Claus wants to get himself into some shackles.
You got the wrong guy. That's not Chris
Santa
at all.
Claus wants himself to get himself some bracelets put on. Okay.
I got some bracelets for you, Chuckles.
All right. You have a good evening.
So let me get this right. if he comes at you attacking you, and you retort or respond to him, he says, well, I'm going to go ahead and arrest you for exercising your First Amendment rights. It's basically what this guy's all about. So that guy's definitely truly not a law enforcement officer at all. He's a punk out there.
No, he's not a law enforcement officer. That's not how professional law enforcement officer.
No,
First off, you don't insult someone from a profession. Now, Todd, I don't look at you and as an enlisted soldier and say, well, you're not in the Army because I was an officer. I don't look at a Marine and say you're not in the military because you're just a Marine, or a corpsman in the Navy. You're just or better yet, the Air Force.
Right.
You guys are busy go golf courses. You're not really in the military, and that's just childish. The guy, if he's a law enforcement officer, he's a disgrace to whatever department he works for. I really don't believe he's law. And threatening people on the air. I mean, he was threatening. You want to be arrested? Really arrested for free speech on public radio? I mean, commercial radio? Grow up. I don't know who this guy was, but clearly a plant here. My apologies to my guest or to our guest.
Fitness.
Hey, who's got that fucking job for Roger? Hey, it's Roger. I'm looking for a fucking job. Are you guys hiring?
No.
What? Oh, how come? Just don't have any fucking open positions, or?
Do you always talk to potential employers with that vulgar language?
With what kind of vulgar? I mean, I'm a fucking gym guy, I'm a big jacked up fucking gym guy. It's kind of how we talk, I mean.
Right. But it's not very professional.
24/7, the Sprint. Can I help you?
Hey, my name's Roger. I'm fucking yoked up to shit, and I was wondering if you guys are fucking hiring.
We are fucking not. Thank you, though.
Oh.
Fitness.
Hey, you guys fucking hiring?
Are we hiring?
Yeah, are you hiring a good, just a solid fucking worker?
No, we wouldn't hire someone who starts cussing on the phone.
Sorry?
We're not hiring.
Thank you for calling. This is Ron.
Hey, Ron, are you guys fucking hiring?
Are we fucking hiring? Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
fuck.
actually looking for people, yes.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. You're fucking dope, man. Most of the time I call people up and I come in with you're a little bit aggressive, they say, but you're cool with the way I talk.
I don't give a shit what you say.
Oh,
I say fuck all the time.
Oh, fucking Ron, you're my fucking boy, dude. And by the way, I'm fucking yoked up as well. I'm fucking jacked up. Okay, I'm gonna pull by. I'm gonna pull up and drop off a fucking resume. You need anything as well, like fucking Slurpee or anything like that?
No, I'm good. Thank you for asking, though. I appreciate it.
All right, sweet. I'll talk to you soon, Ronnie.
Okay. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MD. I am your host, as always, Dean Bateman. Here we debate issues. We talk about the importance of an open and honest debate in the current political climate. It is important to get all different views, and it's important to speak to each other in a respectful way. And today we are joined by Zane Lawhorn, who is running for Congress in West Virginia. Hello, Zane. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we're also joined by Bobby Morsum, who is an adult film star. He's starred in over 100 films. He's still a current and active performer, and he's also very politically active. Thank you for joining us, Bobby.
Hey, yeah, happy to be here, dude.
So I guess my first question for both of you is, what do you think the most pressing issue in the country right now is? And I will go to you first, Bobby.
Well, Dean, I think that, personally, I think it's censorship is the biggest sure here. Just in general, did you know that in Japan, they censor the genitals in adult films? They'll blur them out.
Yeah, I have seen that. I've definitely seen that for sure. Yeah.
Well, that's and you know what? It's only a matter of time before that happens here. And that's not, censoring the genitals in pornography is completely ludicrous. That's the most important part of the film, and to blur that out is censorship at its highest form, I think, at its lowest form.
Zane, what do you think about that? That's an interesting point that Bobby brings up. What do you think about that, about the censoring of genitalia in Japanese pornography?
Well, I look at pornography as a person.
You do look at pornography. That's a good starting point that you look at.
Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any of my films?
Have you seen anything that Bobby's done before?
No, I don't watch pornography.
You just said that you did before.
I've been doing it for 25 years.
Let me rephrase.
There's a good chance you've seen him and you didn't even know that it was him as well, possibly because I'm the same kind of way. I'm not even necessarily looking at the guy when I'm watching it. But do you think that is the censorship of genitalia in pornography is an issue at all?
Well, first of all, I don't watch pornography.
Fair enough.
What I was getting at was that.
Have you ever seen any of my films?
Well, he's here, Bobby. He already said no. So it's his turn to talk now. So sorry about that.
I could get his address. I'll send over a DVD bundle.
Yeah, I have no desire to watch.
He's not interested.
Yeah. The thing is, when it comes to censorship, there's a lot of different there.
Yeah.
First of all, if someone
absolutely. Where do you stand on the issue of immigration? And I will go to you first, Bobby.
Immigration?
Yeah.
Well, I know traveling abroad, I've done films all over the world. And sometimes, nobody brings up, like, when you're at a border and then the border agent, they do these pretty offensive searches. They really search everything, and especially when you're coming from America, I think they should maybe kind of loosen that up a bit, because America's not where the terrorists are coming from. If a border guards, because sometimes they'll be patting you down and they'll grab something, they think you have something concealed in your pants, and it can be embarrassing, because then they take you into a back room and they think you have something hidden there.
I understand. I get what you're
God
saying.
gave you down there.
I
If you've
understand.
seen my films,
I understand
you know what I'm
you're
talking
saying.
about.
No, that's enough. That's fine. How do you feel about that, Zane? Do you think that is an issue when you go to the airport and you're at the border security, and the border security agent pats you down and thinks you have a concealed weapon, but it turns out it's actually just what God gave you?
Well, I think a lot of times these border patrol, especially for legal immigration, it's just
okay. But Lane, we're talking Zane. Sorry, we're talking specifically about the issues where if you're at the border and they think that you have a concealed weapon inside your pants, but it turns out it's actually just what God gave you.
Yeah, my penis.
Well,
He's talking. Just to be clear, Zane, he's talking about he's getting patted down, and they believe he has a weapon, but it's in fact his penis.
And wrongfully accused.
It's actually the thing that they think he's concealing is actually in fact what God gave him. So obviously you don't think that's much of an issue. What do you?
And then I have to show it to them in the back, which is, I'm in these films, so a lot of people have seen my hog.
Bobby,
to have to pull it out at the airport for an agent.
Enough, please. How do you see inflation affecting our future? And I'll go to Bobby first.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's been affecting me and my industry quite a bit. There's been costs, equipment costs, a lot of fossil fuels, lube, for example, the lubricants that we use on set have some of them, the higher end is tripled in price.
Wow.
And then there's, it even gets to, I was on a set last week, and the director, they can't, because of union rules, they can't force you to do dry anal, but he definitely was suggesting to do dry anal in a scene, which is
Zane, how do you feel about that? About the because of inflation, sometimes a producer is asking someone to do dry anal. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. Good luck on your thing or whatever you're doing.
Bringing Butch?
Yeah, let's bring Butch on.
What's up, Butch?
Hey, it's Butch. How's it going?
How are you?
Good, man.
I'm doing pretty good. You guys
got the cool background and everything.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Oh, it's my friend's background.
That's cool.
He let me use his studio to try to learn, basically. You guys are a crypto-holic show about cryptocurrency, or is that what it's?
Dude. No, we're about cryptids.
Cryptids. Yeah.
Like,
so anything about Bigfoot?
Yeah.
That's way cooler, man. That's way cooler. I thought you guys were talking about cryptocurrency, but Bigfoot, holy crap, man! You guys, have you guys seen him or seen it, or what do you think he's out there?
Oh yeah, I do.
He's right here.
No, but that's a joke, Brian. Come on.
No, come on.
Come on, man. That's a joke. But do you think he's out there? Do you think he's out there? And do you think there's all kinds of things that are out there, and that if we let ourselves be more open to trying to understand less and just be more open, we could see more?
Well, that's a big question.
Thank you very much, Pat.
As far as is he out there, the Bigfoot phenomena is 100% legit. For some reason, people are seeing 8-foot tall monkey men in the wood, and we're not talking hundreds of people. We're not even talking thousands of people.
We're talking 100 million.
Well, we'll try. Well, no, we're not talking that many.
Not that many. Okay.
No, we're talking tens of thousands of pretty well documented encounters, and so.
In all seriousness, why doesn't he want to spend time in the city, come in and see what we got going on if we've had encounters with him before?
Because he would be shot dead immediately.
You're right. We couldn't handle it as is shown in the case of King Kong. As is shown in the case.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, actually.
Basically, yeah. And King Kong is basically the ultimate Bigfoot.
Right.
You know what one I love was Loch Ness Monster. Do you think that one is? That's the one that I was because and also one is in Canada, when I live in Canada in the Okanagan, is called Lake Ogopogo. Similar thing, like in there, and I always thought those ones are so cool, and I always wanted that to be true. But
you're a Okanagan, are you?
Yeah, Okanagan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. We have a friend in the Bigfoot world named Leon who's lives in the Okanagan area.
I only know about Okinawa and Mr. Miyagi, so.
Okay, but Shane, that's a
totally different place. There,
I know, this sounds like Okinawa, dude. I've been watching too much Cobra Kai.
Crazy, man. You guys are some of the coolest guys I ever. You guys are some of the. I really do like you guys a lot. You guys are fucking cool, man.
Appreciate it. So back to your question on Bigfoot. Yes, Bigfoot does exist.
Yeah,
that's a short answer.
All right, I'll say this, Butch.
I've seen it.
Yeah, Brian's had a visual.
Brian, you've seen. Oh, hang on a second, Shane. And sorry to cut you off here, but I've just
you're good,
heard something that's quite interesting to me. You saw Bigfoot in real life?
All right, so Butch, until September of this year, I can't tell my Bigfoot story. I'm under contract. So
with who? The freaking FBI, CIA?
No, nothing like that.
Was he nice?
I can't say anymore.
I was like, man, I'm kind of 50-50. But then you get off the couch, you go out into the woods, and you have to stay persistent. You just don't go out there and skip to grandma's house with your thumb in your ass and go, oh, I'm going to see Bigfoot. It doesn't happen that way.
I mean, especially if they're passed away a long time ago.
Oh, that's it.
So you wouldn't even go to their place. But I know what you're saying. It makes it so much sweeter. If you do see it, then it's like, oh my God. It blows your mind. And Brian, where do you live? Maybe I want to go there to see.
Oklahoma, come on. Come to Oklahoma.
Where do you live, Butch?
Where do I live? I live in Homestead, Florida.
Florida. Oh, okay.
That's a long way from Okanagan.
That's a long way from Vancouver. I also live in Halifax. I lived all over the place, to be honest, because my dad used to do stolen valor. He used to wear an Army uniform and pretend to be in the military. So we lived a lot of different places because he'd get run out of town because people would say, we don't want you doing stolen valor, and we'd have to leave town and go to another one.
Dang.
Sorry, that was too far for me.
Holy crap.
This is such a treat, man. Normally I talk to people in my line of work. I work for a program, and normally in my line of work I talk to really nasty people, and that's the truth. And you guys are a breath of fresh air. The Green Host Revival is definitely in full effect. Thank you so much, guys. And hopefully maybe I'll talk to you again sometime, but you'll see me in the chat.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
See you, Butch.
Thank you.
Later, brother.
Later, bro.
That dude was a trip. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Now that's an open mic right there. So
yeah, yeah, dude, absolutely. That you kind of struck gold, man.
Yeah,
I could talk to that guy for 2 hours.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Patriots Only. No, sorry, I'm just going to start again. 1 second.
Sure.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Patriots Only Freedom Fight Edition. I am your host, as always, Pete Clinton. Here we talk about what it means to be a constitutional conservative. We are constitutional conservatives, America First freedom fighters. We've had enough of the rhinos and the Democrats with their toothless policy decisions, and we're looking to fight back. And we don't have a whole lot of time around here for people who aren't willing to take that fight out to the streets. Today, we are joined by somebody who is a fellow freedom fighter and is definitely willing to take that fight out to the streets. It's Rusty Johnson. Rusty, is that right, Rusty Johnson?
Yes, sir.
That's a fantastic name as well, by the way. That's a good old-fashioned classic American name. Nothing wrong with that, definitely.
It's really Russell Johnson, but that's a professor on Gilligan's Island, and I don't like to be called professor, so I go by Rusty. So,
all right.
Absolutely, and Rusty is kind of a cooler name as well in basically every way. Now, you're running for Congress in Indiana. Do you think that Republicans and rhinos are doing enough to fight for our freedom in Washington?
absolutely not.
That's
They're not
right.
even doing
You're
that
absolutely
in Indiana.
You're absolutely right. That's the answer I was looking for. That's the answer I was looking for. They absolutely are not doing enough. They're not fighting for our freedom. You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't have time for people like that. You know, we're out here fighting, and when people aren't willing to do that, and they're up there in their ivory towers in their offices, quite frankly, it makes me sick to my stomach. And I think to myself, like, what the? Ow! Ow! Stop! Don't hit my ear! So as I was saying, we have to fight. We have to continue to fight for our freedom, and we have to make sure that we're doing that. Thank you so much for your time, Rusty. Appreciate you coming on and doing the interview. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So this next guy, we've run in. I've heard he's a little problematic, but give him everything. We're giving him a shot on here tonight. Please keep it going for Darryl Craft, everybody.
Why is the fucking music still playing? Cut the music. Hey everybody, how you guys doing? This is, as I mentioned, of course, this is an amateur night, as they said off the top, but sometimes there's pro drop-ins. Sometimes a pro will drop in to do a set. Like a touring comic, sometimes will drop in, touring level comic will drop in to do the set. Sometimes, even though it says amateur on the show. I'm filming my set tonight, everybody. I'm filming my set for YouTube, everybody. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm using an HD camera, high definition camera. You can see my cameraman's right there. It's no fucking, it's not a fucking little cell phone bullshit. It's a real deal. HD camera, better camera than you're gonna see on the Tragedy on Macbeth movie. I watched that movie. I thought, wow, not a great camera that you got there. Not even HD, really. So my set is called Cancel Me Please. You guys familiar with cancel culture? What's happening with it nowadays? By a round of applause, you fucking idiots. So I'm basically doing a set to dare the people. Cancel me, please. Go ahead. I dare you to. Let's see you do it. Share it around to everybody and say how much you hate it. And cancel me if you dare. So when I start filming it and doing it, everybody's gonna get the fucking vibes, the sort of energy up a little bit when we start filming it. Oh, we're gonna do orders now. Okay, get those out of the way. But everyone's going to get their energy up. I am going to mention that I'm headlining, and that when we do the set, I'm going to allude to headlining. I'm not obviously headlining the show, but it's just for the purposes of a joke. That's all, just for the purposes of a joke. So, hey, if you guys are done ordering, then maybe I'll get started. You know, I'm filming something. But, okay, so here we go. So I'm your headliner tonight. I'm your headliner. I'm headlining. My name is Darryl Craft. Oops, I mean Darryl. That's fucking in the middle of when I'm recording. I make a fucking error like that. Uh-oh. Wow, Darryl Craft. I mean Darryl Craft. She's trying to avoid eye contact. So Jesus Christ had a big uncut, juicy, meaty cock. Fucking 8-incher, had an 8-inch uncut, juicy, meaty cock on him. Used to love to use it to get sucked and fucked by men and women. He was bisexual. Yeah, that's right. It's got... Oh, okay. You guys religious? Anybody, round of applause, religious in here then? Okay, only a couple people religious. What's the explanation then for that? What's the explanation for the lack of response from you guys then? A vivid imagination. Excuse me? Oh, you want to try to go toe-to-toe with the master? Oh, I fucking dare you. Who said that and what did you say? You said a vivid imagination? Yeah, vivid entertainment porno. People say I'm unoriginal and I don't come up with my own material, and I always say, did I do that? That's not one of my cancel jokes. You guys you can laugh at that one. That's not one of the ones that you're supposed to not react to. That's one of the ones you can laugh at. Let's take it one more time. People say I'm unoriginal. People say I'm unoriginal, and whenever they say that to me, I say, did I do that? Oh, and the drinks have arrived. Oh, look, 4 waters for fucking Ned Flanders and the crew. So here's my closer. This is what I close with. What do you call a blind baboon with his friggin' thumb stuck up his ass, doesn't even know what the hell's going on? What do you call a blind baboon? Finger stuck up his ass, doesn't know what's going on. Justin Trudeau. Thank you very much.
We gave him a chance, you guys.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TBL. I am your host, Officer Steve Reason. Here we talk about the intersection of politics and law enforcement, and we talk to political candidates. And today we are speaking to a candidate. He is running in Nevada. Is that correct?
Nevada, that's correct.
Nevada. I said it Nevada. He said Nevada. Tomato, right? But his name is Samuel Peters. And I'll tell you, as a law enforcement officer, I don't love that kind of name. Not for you, but if I'm dealing with a perp and they have a very common name, I prefer them to have a very unique name, and then I'm able to find them very easily. So from a law enforcement standpoint, not a name that I love, but hey, you're here now, and how are you, sir? And you're not a perp. You're obviously not a perp.
I'm not a perp. I'm not a perp.
You're not, right? You're not.
Thank you for identifying that.
You're not, though, right? I'm just kidding around. Obviously, you're not. Now,
thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, you have been endorsed by, I was reading some of your endorsements, and I didn't recognize any of them. Dave Hackaday, Leah Roberts, Joe Brown, Ron Colburn. These are not big names, not people that I know or anything like that. The only famous person that you have as an endorsement, the one that I know, is Paul Gossar, and I kind of know him, and it's not really for the best reasons. I kind of know him based on the racism and stuff like that, and he's famously a racist guy. But also, you don't have any law enforcement endorsements on there, I noticed. Nothing from Sheriff David Clark or Sheriff Joe Arpaio or the big sheriff crew. But hopefully, at the end of this interview, you could have an endorsement from a certain law enforcement officer by the name of Steve Reason, and that's me.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking up time to look at my endorsements. I'm not sure where you're looking because there's a number of folks on there that are.
Well, like I said, I was giving you credit. You do have the racist guy Paul Gosar on there for sure.
Well, I don't know about the racism part of that, but Congressman Paul Gosar has endorsed me. So has Congressman Andy Biggs.
Andy Biggs, very cool. And I've heard him referred to as Andy Smalls before. You you created and founded the Law Enforcement Loyalty PAC. Is that true? So basically, am I to understand that you raise money and you take that money and you disperse it to law enforcement officers?
That's not what happens. So let me back up just a little bit.
Hang on a second. Let me back up just a little bit. So you're taking money and fundraising money on the backs of law enforcement officers such as myself who are out there on the streets working hard, and then you're not putting it back you're putting it into the pockets of politicians? And you as a politician, have you ever been out on the streets? Have you ever excuse me, sorry. It's my turn to talk right now, please. Thank you. And have you ever been out on the streets and you have to deal with somebody and they say, "Oh, well, somebody broke into my house," and then you show up and tell them we can't do anything about it? No, that's me and the boys. We're out there doing it. And can I see your hands, please? I would love to see where your hands are right now because I can't actually see them. And it would be great if you could show me where your hands are at this point. Thank you. So
my turn to talk now?
Is it? Oh! Look who wants to get confrontational with the law enforcement officer.
I'm not getting confrontational, Steve. I spent 10 years in law enforcement myself.
You were a police officer? You were an active duty police officer? You were a patrol officer?
I was a law enforcement.
And you quit on us? And you quit on us? And you quit on us? You left to go out into Washington with your suit and tie buddies? Well, we're out there on the streets chasing down people who didn't do anything wrong and beating the crap out of them, and you're just sitting there with all your buddies into politics.
Yeah. So I appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk to you, and if I may back up just a little bit.
Listen, we always move forward here. We don't back up. I know you appreciate coming on, and I appreciate you coming on as well.
I have a couple of sheriffs that have
and
actually
guess what? The interview is
sheriffs
over.
who have
The
endorsed my
interview is over, sir. I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights in a second here and place you under arrest if you don't keep quiet. I'm gonna place you under arrest.
Have a great day.
I'll place you under arrest.
I can't tell you what it means to these people when it happens. My goodness, for $11 a month, you can be part of that. You can be a big part of it. So I have someone up in Maine, and when they're that far away, I want to just give him a minute to get on. Is he still with us? Can we go to him? Well, maybe he's off. Is he still with us?
Mr. Giuliani.
Yes, there you are.
Here today.
So what's up?
So, I just wanted to say I really appreciate your insight with dealing with the Russian invasion. You know, with you being the mayor of New York City when it was attacked and all. Yes. I think it's really important to get advice on things from people that have experience with it, you know?
So you got to get to the point quick because we're running out of time for the weekend. What's the point?
Can I get some advice on how to marry my cousin?
Okay, we were really nice to put you on. And at a time like this, with the things that are going on, would you grow up and try to become a man? Huh? How sad.
Because he said it either.
Joe Cool doesn't care if people
that's
to buy it.
Okay, well, that doesn't really matter.
No, Joe doesn't care.
It's personal to me when you call me a fuck for saying something that the rat culture says every fucking day, that everybody that seems to run their mouth and have a problem with it, where is your goddamn sign?
Here, let's not play simple.
Standing in front of fucking Death Row Records and every other record label out there in America.
Let's play like we're kids. It's never the word itself, so it'll never be that simple, slow burner. It is the intent. That's why it comes shitty out of your
something to share with you guys.
No, that's
I promise
not true.
it won't be
That's
inappropriate.
not
Good to have you, Mike. Hey, man, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Anyway,
That's all, folks.
Hey, Joe, cool. I'm going to continue what I was saying, though, because out of my when I first said what I said in the manner that I said it.
We got to try to control the conversation a bit here. I think Ban just joined the panel. And hold on, Ban, welcome to the panel. Nice to meet you.
Ban is killing me just with his luck.
Whoa.
That
That was a fucking gun in the side.
Darryl Craft is a quality stand-up comedian.
What the fuck's going on there? Any. Take this guy up. Any. What's going on?
I took him down. I have no idea, but I don't really take kindly to that.
They just took your shit down.
They think it's funny
Take
too.
it down. Take it down, Annie.
No, he didn't do anything yet, and we're fine.
Get it. You don't get it.
Hold on. This guy was on here before. Remember this guy?
You're done.
Hey, would you shut up, Wolverine?
Yeah, let him talk.
Whatever the fuck we want to do, Wolvie. It's our show. Shut up.
Do it.
Yeah, and don't talk.
He's just, Annie, he's just looking out for us, man.
Well, enough is enough. How many fucking times are you going to say it?
Hey, stop yelling, all right? Chill out. D-Craft is here. And he's fucking strapped up.
Nice to see you.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just going to play a clip of him blowing his brains out. I've seen that before.
You can actually display things. It's the manner in which they're displayed and how they're intended for use.
Watch what happens.
What? All right. Or maybe unless you're going to fucking report us out with all your sock accounts now. That was a fucking gun in the side.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Looking Up to You. I'm your host, Little Pip Taylor, and I'm joined today by a gentleman. It says a different name on his screen right now, but I think that's his friend, and because his name's actually Kyle, and he's running for office, and I was looking at photographs of him, and one thing that I took note of was he's extremely tall. How tall are you, sir?
Yeah, 6'5". Nice to meet you, Pip. So yeah, Kyle Sinclair, but yeah,
wow.
6'5" is
6'5". Hey, how's the weather up there?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You know what's funny? Because my wife's like 5'3". So
how tall is your wife?
5'3". So
she's 5'3". That's like 5'3". That's how tall I am as well. I'm 5'3". I'm what's referred to as a short king. But I always say, if I'm a short king, where's my crown and where's my queen? You know. But you mentioned you do have your queen and your wife, and you have also 8 children. Do you think that it's a little bit risky to sort of advertise how many times you've been laid before, that many times, when some of your constituents and fans of yours might be sort of really small and they've maybe never even had a chance to get laid even once? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, internet cut up. But, you know, I would say, so to answer your question, number one, I'll start with, that's a blended family, right? So I had 3 kids, my wife had 3 kids, and we had 2 together.
So you only
our second marriage.
So you've only confirmed to be laid 5 times then, because then if 3 of them aren't necessarily yours, then that means you're confirmed to have been laid 5 times. Still 5 times more than some of your constituents who might be a little bit short and who have never had a chance to get laid ever before. I have a question about Israel. You stand with Israel.
Yeah.
I noticed that you do. Do you think that Gal Gadot knows how to do acting?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know. I can't
it's tough to say because she's not so good at acting, but she's really always she's always speaking out in support of Israel, so it is kind of hard.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
Would you support my right to have a gun so that if anybody looked at me the wrong way, gave me a side eye, I could finally confront them about it?
Tremendous amount of responsibility that comes with owning
Yeah,
a
exactly,
gun.
and it has a tremendous amount of power as well. So that way, if these big guys who are so much bigger, if they look at me the wrong way, then now I can feel good to challenge them. So you're 6'5". I already said, how's the weather up there, right? Okay, there seems to be internet cut out there. What would you do if you get elected to help out people who are short?
Well, let me address first off. I would say I think the internet broke up. So in regards to guns, there's a tremendous amount of responsibility that comes with owning a gun. I myself am a concealed handgun license owner.
Congratulations.
With
but
prior
I have a
training,
question.
and I
Why
take
do
it
you
to
even
extreme responsibility.
Why do you even need to have a handgun and being that you're so big? I feel like if somebody were to look at you the wrong way, you could just easily beat them up. A handgun is more, I think, for somebody like myself who's had an issue with being able to beat anybody up because I'm not necessarily big enough to beat them up, and now I could feel a little bit more confidence. But thank you so much for doing the interview. I see that you're a pretty smart guy, so you probably have realized that this is not all above board. But thank you, and I apologize for wasting your time, and congratulations on being so tall. And congratulations on winning your primary as well, even though nobody else was in it, but you still won. Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, everyone. That was it. That was the Supercut Series Best of Season 4 or NEAS Monthly. I wish my fucking notes were here. What was the guy's name? Warren was supposed to be doing this and helping me with this. All right. Anyways, thanks so much. What a great season. NEAS Monthly, but it was weekly. And I'm Chris James McAvoy. Thank you. Bye.
Supercut Series.